Hi, I'm Michele Bernstein with the Knitting Circle. I'm going to show you how to bind off without any extra yarn. I wouldn't advise it for most applications, but if you've lost at the game of yarn chicken just before finishing your bind off, this is a game changer. I'll show you how. So here we are binding off, and I've bound off a few stitches conventionally so that you have something to compare your other bind off to. And you know the conventional bind off is just knit 2, take the first stitch and pass it over and off the needle. So let's pretend that we've lost the game of yarn chicken and you want to do a bind off but you don't have any more yarn. This is what we do. You slip the next stitch as if to knit, and then you take the first stitch and pass it over and off. Take the next stitch, slip it as if to knit, take the first stitch, pass it over and off. Slip, take the first stitch, over and off. Slip, take the first stitch, over and off. And you do that until you come to the end of your bind off. I can already feel it getting a little bit tighter. Slip, take the stitch, over and off. So you might do this if you have run out of yarn, or you might use it in a buttonhole, say, or somewhere where you want a really firm edge. Excuse me, I've gotten a little caught there. Slip, over and off. And I want to show you how these look next to each other. Slip, over and off. When you get to the end, you're going to need to take another piece of yarn and run it through your stitch and then sew those two ends down, or else your stitch will drop and it will run, and we certainly don't want that. So it's kind of nice looking. It looks just like the bind off over here, except we haven't used any yarn. And here is the conventional bind off. And here is the bind off without yarn. You'll notice it's just a bit tighter. But in a pinch, it'll do. And if you want an extra firm edge, it will also do. So that's the binding off without any extra yarn. I wouldn't use it all the time, but sometimes it really helps. It's also great if you're making buttonholes and you want a firm edge. It's your choice because it's your knitting.